All right, today we're going to tackle a huge idea, one that kind of flips what a lot of us think on its head. It's all about where we can really find God, and you know what? The answer might not be where you'd expect.
So let me ask you a simple question. Where does God live? If you had to point, where would you point? For most of us, right, the gut reaction is to point up, to the heavens, somewhere way up high. And sure, that's not wrong, but it's definitely not the whole story.
Because then you read the prophet Isaiah, and whoa, he gives this completely different answer. God himself, the one who is high and holy, says he also lives with the contrite, with the broken, with the lowly in spirit. That's the paradox we're really going to dig into.
We're calling this the upside-down blessing, and it's this powerful core truth. The highest God in the universe intentionally moves toward the lowest heart. I mean, think about that. That one idea, it pretty much changes everything about how we can approach him.
Okay, so what does this actually look like, this whole upside-down blessing thing? Well, a great way to see it is to compare how the world responds to brokenness versus how God responds. I mean, just look at the difference here. The world tells us hide your brokenness, medicate it, put a new label on it, or just pretend it's not there. God does the exact opposite. He walks right into our mess, calls that place blessed, and uses it as the very ground to revive our spirit and bring something new to life.
And that's why, our weakness isn't something that pushes God away. It's not a barrier. It's actually the entry point. It's in those moments where we feel totally and completely not enough that his power shows up in the most real and tangible way.
But let's talk about this word, contrite. It gets thrown around a lot, but what does it really mean? It's so often misunderstood. The key is to see it as honesty, not just wallowing.
And this is so important. Contrition is not about just sitting around in shame, feeling sorry for yourself. It's a movement. It's the simple, honest act of turning toward God and bringing all your broken pieces with you.
So yeah, this contrition, it's the starting line for what we call true repentance. It begins with that real, honest sorrow for sure, but it can't stop there. It has to be paired with faith, a real, active belief that, yeah, forgiveness is actually available through Christ.
I absolutely love this quote because it just makes it so real and practical. This is what contrition sounds like. It's not some big, fancy theological formula. It's just saying, Lord, I am not okay, but I'm bringing all of my not okay straight to you.
And this whole idea, this theme of God coming down to the lowest of places, well, it all comes together perfectly in one person.
And here it is. Of course, it's Jesus Christ. The incarnation, the idea that God became a human being is just the most mind-blowing, profound demonstration of this entire principle. The Holy One didn't just hang back and watch our broken world from a distance. He dove right in and took on our lowliness himself.
You see, this isn't just a nice story. It's how God operates. It's his divine strategy. He chose to save us by getting his hands dirty, by literally entering our timeline, our history, to redeem us.
Martin Luther had this amazing way of describing it. He called it the happy exchange. And it's such a radical way to think about the cross. Jesus takes on everything that's wrong with us, our sin, our brokenness, the whole mess, and in return, he gives us everything that's right with him, his perfection, his righteousness.
So this is all incredible theology, right? But how do we actually live this out? Well, it all starts with learning how to bring our not okay to God.
I love this image so much, a bruised reed. Think about it. It's fragile, bent, seems totally worthless, and could snap at any second. God doesn't look at that and think, useless. No, he sees it with compassion and moves in, not to crush it, but to gently bind it up.
And the process is actually surprisingly simple. It's not about fixing yourself first. Step 1, just acknowledge your brokenness. Step 2, offer it to God, honestly, no filter. And step 3, trust that he is right there with you in that very spot.
And this is maybe the most crucial part. This isn't based on some fuzzy feeling that comes and goes. It's based on covenant love. What does that mean? It means it's a promise, a rock-solid, unbreakable commitment from God to be with his people no matter what.
So, I want to leave you with this question to take with you. Looking at your own life, what's that area of weakness or failure? What's the bruised reed that you've been trying to hide when God is standing right there, ready to meet you in it and begin to bind it up?